Hello and welcome back. We're going to keep on reading Whirligig. We left off with Brent finishing his first Whirligig, and now we're starting a chapter called Miami, Florida on page 55. So remember that the last time we read this book, we had the really long chapter about Brent having moved to Chicago. He went to the party, he had his accident, and it kind of cut like a cliffhanger, and then it had that chapter with the two 13, 14-year-old girls in Maine talking about, their love lives and whatnot. So I think this is going to be another chapter break where it kind of jumps to a different story or a different time. Let's see if I'm right. Miami, Florida. Still dark outside, no traffic, just me. This is how I like it. Muy tranquilo. I never saw a street sweeper machine in my life until I came from Puerto Rico. So we already know this isn't Brent speaking. The first week here, it woke me up. I was 11. I thought it was a monster. Then I looked out the window and saw it pass. I saw the man inside. I wondered what he thinks about driving all night in the dark alone. And now I'm driving a street sweeper. Maybe the same one. And now I know what the driver thinks. Watching the curb, watching parked cars, looking down at the gutter broom, thinking when to use the sprayer. Thinking about other times in my life, enjoying the peaceful night. Peace is a very hard thing to find. Okay, so this is a chapter that seems to be set in Miami. This person is thinking about when he was a child coming from Puerto Rico, and now he's a grown-up, he or she's a grown-up driving the street sweeper, enjoying the peaceful night. Peace is a very hard thing to find. The Pope is always asking for peace. He tells all the countries to stop their wars. Every year he tells them, but more wars always come. Always people disagree and fight. I think about why this is while I drive. I think about the shearwater bird. It's March, still cool at night. Like Puerto Rico in the mountains where I lived. The air was cool there. Life was more calm. For a while, anyway. Then my father had to sell our farm to a power company. Lots of families had to. They covered our farm with water to make a lake, to make electricity. Many people there were angry. My family left the mountains where we'd always lived. We moved to San Juan on the coast. San Juan is a very big city. There were 5 children in my family. People laughed at how we talked. Boys fought me. Some people laughed at my father's straw hat. Many times I heard my father and mother argue. Other people argued against the government. Some wanted Puerto Rico to join the United States. Others wanted it to be its own country. Others wanted it to be something else. All were fighting against each other. One day, a bomb went off near our house. I ran to see. Then I wish I didn't. I saw a man lying down in his own blood. 1 month later, we flew in a plane to Miami. No one in my family spoke English. In the mountains, there was only Spanish. In school here, I listened to the teacher, but I didn't understand anything. I would look a long time at her ring and her necklace and her shoes and at other students and out the window. That's all I did that first year. The next year I went to junior high. There was lots to look at in woodworking class, but my teacher got mad when I didn't look at him. He asked me a question one time. I didn't know what he said, so I didn't say anything back. His face got red. He ran up to my chair. Then he grabbed my hair and lifted me up and yelled some words right in my face. I hated that teacher. He didn't know Spanish. When he let me go, I swore at him in Spanish. Then I ran out of the room and went home. So we're going to pause, and I'm going to ask you to write a little bit about a time where you had a misunderstanding with a teacher, either because of a language issue or something else.